Good evening and welcome to the start of the FBL Radical Sprint League live from Spa-Francorchamps circuit, guys. I am James Parfitt and I will be here guiding you through all the action this evening. We are live on the FBL YouTube channel and using iRacing, the world's premier simulator. Now the track, guys, is Spa tonight, and we all know Spa. Everybody within the iRacing community knows Spa. And at the end of the day, the current track length is 6.93 kilometers per hour. And corners such as La Source, El Rouge, Radion, and the long Camel Straight. Tonight's racing is going to be absolutely epic. Now the format, guys, is we have got coming to the end of practice now. And then basically we'll be going into 10 minutes of qualifying, open qualifying, and then we'll be going into the 30-minute race. Now, I've got my little piece of paper here, guys, because, you know, at the end of the day, stuff to read for you as it is the opening round. Now, the race start, standing start. The setup is fixed setup. No safety cars, no pit stops needed. The cars get one fast repair, so they have to use that sensibly, or as we know in a Radical, you're in the pits for 16 minutes with slightest touch on the wall. It's one of them. The fuel start will be determined by the fixed setup. Okay, so it will be determined by the fixed setup. Now, some of the circuits for this series. We are here at Spa tonight. Next Friday it will be Circuit Zolder. Then we're on to Watkins Glen. Then we're on to the Canadian Tire Motorsport. Then the Red Bull Ring. Then the Nürburgring. Then Brands Hatch. Then Zandvoort. Then Road America. Then Interlagos. Then back at Norderschleife. It's going to be absolutely epic, guys. We have got 10 weeks of racing and I am in love straight away because it's going to be absolutely amazing. I cannot wait for this. I've been looking forward to this league start and we have kicked off with a bang here at Spa. Colin Wynn, welcome in. Let's go, chaps. He's done with two big muscular muscles there as well. So Colin will be here on Sunday night, guys, when we launch the Endurance League. Okay, so there is an Endurance League going on for the FBL. Please come along on Sunday, where that will be the launch as well. So please come along for that because it's going to be absolutely amazing. Now, the points for this evening, guys. Okay, so people's got points all the way down to 20th position. Now, some of the add-ons that the drivers can achieve is pole position, you get a point. The fastest lap, you get a point. For 0 incidents, you get 5 points. For 1 to 4 incidents, you get 3 points. For 5 to 7 incidents, you get 1 point. Now, let me tell you something. When I did this league, back in its carnation a long time ago, I don't think I was ever under 7 incidents. So, you know, hey, there's an opportunity for the drivers to get extra points. The winner gets 50 points. Second place gets 45. Third place, 40. And then we go down the order. 4th to 10th, they get between 37 and 25 points for 10th place. 11th to 15th, they get 21 to 13. And then 16th to 20th, they get 9, 7, 5, 3. And for 20th position, they get 1 point. Okay, so it's important that the drivers do go out and carry on if they can after that. If they have their damage and they've used their fast repairs, get your damage fixed, get back out on track, because you just never know with these radicals what's going to happen at all. Now, the way they score points, guys, is for position, for incidents, and points for fastest laps, as long as they finish the race. Now, they don't get points for anything if they're out. Okay, so if they decide that after 16 minutes of repairs in a 30 minutes race, there's no point getting anything, they're going to quit. They don't score a single thing. Okay, so that's why it is important for these guys to carry on with their race. Now, as we said, time slots, 80-minute practice, 10 minutes open qualifying, 13 minutes racing. Okay, this is going to be so amazing. Like, you know, guys, I'm dead excited. I can't actually wait for this. Now, the teams, we have got some of the drivers in teams. Now, some of the teams we have is Moving Matters. We've got them Graham Brown, there in the Moving Matters team at the moment. He is teamed up with David Rolliston, who is currently on track. For some reason, he's down as a privateer. So let me have a look and see if we can resolve that issue. We got Racing Team Den Kampf. That is you, Simpkins and Marin Grigic. And then we have got HRT, which is Alfonso Ruiz and Ivan Bremer, constant, permanent regulars of the FBL League. Literally. Been here since the beginning. And then we got Nathan Brumby and Sandro Capella from Essential Racing Team. Now, they've changed from Team Golf last season. So be aware that they are now the Essential Racing Team. Okay? So just look out for your favourite drivers, guys, on track as well, because trust me, they will be going full bore in these little radicals. You're not going to want to miss a single thing of tonight's 30-minute sprint race, because it's going to be absolutely amazing. Okay, so there you go. That is some information on the teams. Now, the calendars are available, guys, if you head over to FBL Community. .com, I believe it is, if I'm not mistaken, which somebody will correct me because I'm sure I've just got that completely wrong, but I think it is FBL Community. I'm going to have a Google just to make sure, but I believe it is FBL Community. Cool. Okay, and it is FBLcommunity.com. I knew it was, but then you end up doubting yourself. Why aren't they in the Moving Matters livery? Well, Graham Brown, I'm not sure, to be honest. Colin, I can't answer that. My trading paints is running. Everything is up and running. Let's have a look at David Rolliston. David Rolliston's in it. There you go. But Graham Brown, as of not yet, young sir. So I cannot inform you on that one why he isn't. But the others are, you know. David Rolliston is there in the Moving Matters Community, in the Moving Matters livery, my dear sir. So there you go. So there you go, guys. That brings us up. Now, what I will do, I will answer any messages in chat about the league. Okay, so if you've got any messages about the league, please hit us up as well. Don't forget, guys, you can go and follow the FBL Community on Twitter on @FBL Community. And also you can follow myself at Parfitt12 on Twitter. Okay. Right, over to the race this evening. As I said, we are coming towards the end of practice. We've got about 25 seconds left of practice. I'll have to sack Graham. Go for it. Get him in there, Colin. Tell him to load his paints, trading paints, because clearly he hasn't got it up there. Look. Oh, they're all refreshing currently as well, just in case I've missed anything. Trading paints doing a wonderful thing currently, and just deciding that he wants to refresh the paints, which is great. But I could have, you know, done with that at the beginning, which, you know, I've been in the session now for since the beginning at 7 o'clock. So I would have thought it would have got all the paints loaded up and running, but clearly trading paints is a wonderful thing. I do not control trading paints. So there you go. So we are at the end of practice. We're going to be going into qualifying. The guys have only got 10 minutes. And at 2 minutes, a little bit, 2 minute and change a lap, these guys are going to have to get moving out straight away. They are not going to have time to sit there and watch times come in, partly because it's only 10 minutes and it's a very long lap currently at this moment in time. There is, as we can see, Paul Velasco. He is out on track at the moment. So we'll see how Paul gets on. So there you go. Paul is currently the first man out on track. So there you go. This is going to be very close. I think this is going to be absolutely amazing. I cannot wait for this race this evening. Now, we have got a new camera given to me from our very own Colin Wynn, as we can see what's happening. Oh, just as I switch over, Cole, just as I switch over to Paul Velasco and a new camera, and we end up in the wall. Right, so let's have a look and see how David Rolliston is going to get on. He's on his outlap, as I say, at the moment. Can't wait for you to talk us through the grid later. Colin, you can go off people. You know that, right? Just, you know, don't do that to me, sir. I'm going to try my hardest. Look, I've even got your new camera on the broadcast. As we see, we're sitting on the roll bar behind the back of the Radical here with David Rolliston from Moving Matters. Cole. Now, that was mentioned to me, guys. If you're wondering what me and Colin are going on about, is basically some of these drivers have got very hard names to pronounce for us UK commentators. Okay, we're not used to drivers from Norway or the Netherlands, you know, and things like that, and Croatia. So I'm going to try my hardest, okay, to pronounce some of these names. Now, I know our very own Niha Gluskic, as he's told me to pronounce it, has been sending me recordings of some of their names. So, you know, I'm going to try my hardest to get the names correct. Now, that is what Mr. Wynn is referring to, partly because we've been obviously having a little bit of banter in the Discord, which all links are down in the YouTube video, guys. So if you've not joined, click on the arrow to open up the description, and all links are in there to the Discord, to FBL Community on Twitter, to the website, to my own website as well, jamesparfitt.co.uk. To my Twitter, jparfitt12 is there as well. So you can go and see where I am, what I've been doing, and where I'm coming up. Now, obviously, this weekend, I've got a very busy weekend. I'm broadcasting tonight, commentating tomorrow, broadcasting on Sunday, broadcasting next Tuesday, broadcasting next Thursday, broadcasting next Friday, and then broadcasting on Sunday. So check me out. I'm a very busy boy. So, yeah, you know, head over to jamesparfitt.co.uk. It tells you all where everything is there as well. As you can see, guys, Paul Valesco is currently all green, situated by his bottom qualifying bar. Okay, so that's the new qualifying bar at the bottom that we brought in for this series. Alphonse Ruiz is also, he's just gone purple. Hugh Simpkins has gone purple now in Sector 2. So Eustace is on an absolute flyer as well as Alphonse. So let's see what these guys can do. You can have a look, Marin Grigik down the bottom there. See, I got that one right. Mr. Popular. Well, I can't, I don't really know what to say to that, right? I'm not going to lie, because, you know, it's a hard one, isn't it? You know, you do something that you thought initially was a hobby, and then it kind of was a bit of fun for me. And then all of a sudden, it's just blown up and gone absolutely crazy. So yeah, it's one of them things, and I'm not going to complain about it. I love doing what I do here in the evenings at home. So, you know, hopefully it will lead to more things. So let's just see what happens and go from there. As we see Alphonse currently coming round through the bus stop chicane. He's going to be going across the line. And what has Alphonse Ruiz managed to set? He's gone on pole currently with a 2:13.95. So Alphonse Ruiz has gone across the pole on 2:13. Hugh Simpkins, Marin Grigik has just gone across the line on 2:13.42. So he's currently setting pole. Simpkins is 2:14.05. Bratton is on there as well. Look at the times. David Walters. 2:13.12, absolutely flying. David Rolliston there just popped it into 6th place. No times as of yet from Ruggenbach, Valesco and Brown. So there is currently no times on the board from them gentlemen. So they're going to have to get on with a move on to see if there's any time that they can try and find on track at the moment. They're going to have to go some to see what happens. But we have 21 drivers here from the round 1 of the FBL from Spa. What more could you ask for than 21 radicals bearing down on the source from a standing start right at the beginning? It's going to be absolutely crazy. As we got Kira Kopolopoulos. I knew it. I'm sorry, Dennis. I'm just going to call you Dennis. David Walters is blistering around here. He's absolutely flying at the moment. 2:13. Here's Dennis now. I knew if I tried to go for his surname, I'd end up getting it wrong. Poor Dennis. He's going to watch this back and he'll message me going, James, that's not how you say it. And I'll be like, Dennis, I know. and I apologise, and I'm sorry. So I've just called you Dennis through the broadcast. For that, I can deeply apologise. But, you know, come on, help me out here. Some of these names are very difficult to say. Marion Grigic there. Hugh Simpkins is yellow and green. Mark Edmonds is currently green all the way round. There is Mark currently on track. Number 82. That would do. And I can say Colin just said number 82. So, it's, you know, we'll just put it all down to you, Colin. Colin said go for it. But here we go, guys, on the roll bar, going in to the bus stop now with Mark Edmonds. Oh, he's just had a... Somebody's just sent it up the inside of him. That's a little bit annoying, considering Mark was all green on the sectors there. Unfortunately for Mark Edmonds, may have got a little bit held up by the lovely sender. And Mark went yellow in the last two sectors. So there you go. David Rolliston is currently green. Has been green for 3 of his sectors, currently on track. As you can see, it's situated there by the bottom. There is Piotr here, car number 123. He's currently on a flyer as well and goes across the line in 5th place on a 2:13.84. These drivers have not got long to go. I'm not going to lie, they're going to have to get their boots on if they want to get across the line. Now, Paul Valesco might just make it. He's on a 2:14.78, and he's got about 2 minutes 7. I don't think he's going to have enough time to get this lap in. Paul Valesco there, I believe. So we're going to have to say, David Lawson, hello. Where's the G-man? Damien G is currently down in 14th place. There he is in front of Mr. Valesco as he heads up on the base of the hill through El Rouge. Up over the hill we go into Radion and then down on the long Camel Straight, which is where I expect most of the overtakes to take place this evening. I'm not going to lie. So I'm expecting most of the overtakes to take place down through here, because Camel Straight, anybody that drives will know that that is the main source of draft on this circuit. And they will be flying. But Eric Hanoi has just gone on pole. He's broken the 2:13 barrier on a 2:12.958. So Eric Hanoi there, absolutely flying. Hi, Colin and James. Hello, Mr. Lawson. How are you, young sir? I thought you were here this evening. Or is that not? You're not here. You are here. Are you here? Confused. I thought Mr. David Lawson was here tonight. Have I got that wrong, David? Fill me in. Fill me in. Tell me, James, you have got it wrong, or James, you haven't got it wrong. I am supposed to be here, but I'm not. Or James, just give up and stop talking and just commentate on the race, which I will do as well. So, you know, as we come into the last 30 plus seconds of qualifying. So there you go, guys, as well. And as I say, don't forget, all links are down in the description of the video. And don't forget as well, as per our conversation. Okay, cool, I've got you. Don't forget as well, guys, if you are here for the first time, subscribe. Hit the thumbs up, because we always like a good like here at the FBL community. And don't forget, turn on the bells for all the notifications. We've got the Endurance League coming up on Sunday from Spa. We have got the Sprint returning next week from Circuit Van Zandvoort, sorry. And then we'll have the Endurance League 2 weeks later. So the Endurance Week is every other Sunday. The Sprint League is every Friday, okay? So there you go. Regrettably not here today. That's all right, Mr. Lawson. Don't you worry about it, sir. We've got all this for you. So we've got 20 cars and 20 cars on track. And if they all finish, all 20 get points. So it's well worth them finishing as we're coming in to the end of qualifying. So sit tight, guys. Get your drinks, because the next 30 minutes is going to be absolutely epic. Epic racing from an epic series. And guys, I've got to be honest, it's a bit sentimental to me, is the FBL, because this is where I started my commentating career, was here at the FBL. And I started back last year putting voiceover commentary on replays of events and leagues that we were in. Mr. Wynn, you will know that. Obviously, hopefully my sound quality has improved, because I've got to be honest, last time I listened to one of my broadcasts back from a long time ago, I sounded like I was sat in the toilet. So, you know, not ideal, but there you go. What can I say? What can I say? We try our best. We try our best. So there you go. Yeah. So hopefully the sound quality is improved from my last broadcast, guys, that I did many moons ago. Because as I say, I listened to it back the other day, and I sat there and thought, why did nobody tell me that I sounded like I was in a toilet? Why did nobody tell me that I was echoing all over the place? It was a little bit bizarre when you sit back and you re-listen to things from, like, well, it's only, believe it or not, it's been 12 months. Nearly 12 months since I started putting that voiceover commentary on for the FBL. So yeah, it's a very long one. The grid. It's not a grid yet because we've not finished and I've not got the results up. So Mr. Wynn, you can go from oh dear, with the commentary. Time flies, James. Yeah, it does, mate. It was a long time ago that we were doing battles on the track. At the season finale in Interlagos, I was doing quite well, unfortunately. But then it kind of all went wrong. But hey, I was in the lead. That's all that matters. Okay, so we are waiting for the results to appear. They're just waiting for them to come through. Don't forget, guys, as well, we will be having interviews with the drivers after the race. Okay, so after the race, there will be interviews with the top three so we can listen to how they got there, how they got here, and how all their race went. Okay, so keep an eye out, stay for that. It's going to be a good one. Yes, Mr. G, it will be. You're down in 18th place, sir. What happened? Could you not just switch it on? Right, so here we go. Here is the grid for tonight's race. So in first place is David Walters. In second place is car number 82 is Dennis. I won't butcher your last name. Eric Hanoi in third. Marco Tolman in fourth. Alphonse Ruiz in fifth. Ola Bratton is in sixth. Marian Grigic is in seventh. Piotr Mazurek is in eighth. Graham Brown in ninth. David Wilkinson is here on track in 10th place. Francesco Kiskino is in 11th. Hugh Simpkins is in 12th. Martin Spoek is in 13th. David Rolliston in 14th. Sandro Capella 15th. Paul Valesco 16th. On track currently, Mark Edmonds is 17th. Damien G is 18th. And Alex Ruggerbuck is there in 20th position. So there you go. To be honest with you, Cole, I don't think that was too bad. I'm slow. Okay, cool. Oh, dude, don't say that. Don't say that. Right. So here we go for the start of the first sprint race live from Spa in the FBL as we go on board with David Walters. Here we go. Get ready. Buckle up. Get your seatbelts. Get your drinks. Get your popcorn. We're going to be live very shortly. And it's green and away we go. David Walters got a very slow start off the start. Eric Hanoi there putting him under pressure going into turn one. David Walters is going down into third place. Dennis and Eric are swapping backwards and forwards. There's been a Paul Valesco has unfortunately been involved in an incident. We'll have a look back at that. But here we go up through El Rouge and Radion for the first time. Dennis is out in lead from Eric Hanoi, David Walters, Marco Tolman, Alphonse Ruiz. Ola Bratton is there as well. Marin Grigic and Piotr Mazurek as they head down now. Down Camel Straight for the first time. Let's go on board with Eric Hanoi and see what's happening with him. Currently in the lead, gone past Dennis. Dennis is there on the left-hand side fighting us now. We can see him out the corner of our eye. Going round Lacoon we go, heading down into Rivage. Here we go now. Eric Hanoi doing the business in this Radical, currently sitting in second place. Dennis there in first. Marco Tolman in third. Ola Bratton in fourth. Ruiz in fifth, Grigic sixth, David Walters all the way down into seventh place at the moment. Must have got an absolute nightmare start. And it's put him down in seventh. Let's have a look back at the Paul Valesco crash. Off the start there, Paul is at number 88. Down into La Source we go. Oh, it doesn't go anywhere, unfortunately, for Paul. on the throttle. No major dramas, just managed to drop down the field, but Sandro Capella has been off as well as we come in here. There is Sandro going up through El Rouge and Radion. Oh, spins it round, sticks it in the wall. That's Sandro Capella. That is not good for him. Back up front, Dennis is now overtaken Eric again. Dennis and Eric swapping places at left, right and centre as they're going down through the order. So here we go. Dennis is in first. You see it on the left-hand side. That is the battle for first place. Dennis, Eric Hanoi and Marco Tolman all in the mix here. Grigic's just got past Ruiz there. You just seen him. Marin Grigic just overtake Alphonse Ruiz. Down into the bus stop we go, and that is Marin Grigic up into 5th place. Further down the field, we've got David Waters trying to come back through after his very slow start. Didn't really get off the line, unfortunately. Oh, contact David Waters! And that's a moving matters. That's moving matters. That's Graham Brown. Oh, Graham Brown in the wall at La Source. Oh, no, poor Graham Brown. I have to see if we can find what happened there to David Waters and Graham Brown. Graham just got a mad dent there. As you can see, these guys going down. Oh, Graham Brown in front. Oh, there was just contact with David Waters and Graham Brown. And that, unfortunately, has put both the men. David Waters is in the pits. Graham Brown is just about going. Graham, oh no. Oh no, Sandro Capella went off again. I believe he literally now has jumped straight to the pits. He's been trying to get the car back, I believe. And here we go. What happened? He's come into La Source. He hasn't crashed. He's just gone into the pits. So Sandro Capella there does manage to get the car back to the pits. And is back out on track. Graham Brown in that very battered looking moving matters radical, and that is not good. All the while though, Dennis is out in front with Eric Hanoi. David Waters, as you can see, situated on the left hand side, is in blue in the battle for first. He is a lap down there, unfortunately, for David Waters. So I have to see and keep an eye on that one. You can see the battles further on. Grigic and Ruiz have been swapping places. Alphonse Ruiz there in the Martini livery. He is on track, currently racing for HRT. Teamed up with Iman Bramer. They are taking it too wide through Blanchimont. Coming down into the bus stop. Grigic in the green on the left-hand side. Alphonse on the right. And that is car number 123. That is Pietro Mazurek. He is trying to get into this as well. It's looking like Grigic is up there holding a cake. Look at Ola Bratton and Ola Tolman. These guys, Marco Tolman and Bratton, having this battle here. This is for 3rd and 4th as they go round into La Source. I want to try and catch the Ruiz Grigic action. Missouri just goes wide there off track. Koskino out in 8th place. Simpkins 9th. Spoick in 10th. David Rollison down with the moving matters is in 11th. David Wilkinson in 12th. Paul Valesco 13th. Damien G there in 14th. Gained 4 positions as Damien G. My livery isn't supposed to look like that. Thankfully, it will buff out. Yeah, I'm sure he'll get it back to the bits, and the old mechanics there, Cole, will give it a kick and some duct tape. But David Rolliston is there back on. He's in 11th, unfortunately for David. He's got Wilkinson climbing all up beside him. This is the battle for 11th place. Mr. Wilkinson and Mr. Rolliston having his battle in the midfield here for 11th and 12th with Valesco behind him. And our very own G now making up 4 places. He's currently in 14th place. So there we go. I have to keep an eye on that one. Oh, as we see Koskino run off track. That's allowed you, Simpkins, to come up beside him. As they're going down now, they're heading down to the last part of the lap, down into Fagné. Right, oh no, they're going round Pouon. Round Pouon, sorry, my mistake. But Koskino and Simpkins is currently sitting in 7th place at this moment in time. I want to go on board with Martin Spoick. That is absolute incredible. There is Spoick there. You can see Koskino in front of us as we're coming round round into Stavlo now. We're going to go right, and then we're going to go right again. And down through Blanchimont we go. Spoick there trying to catch up to the back of Koskino. We're going to use the draft. We're going to tow in as much as we can. We're up into 6th gear now already. We're going to be lifting. We're going to be going left and holding on again, going left again. Turning early. The Spoic turns earlier. The Casquino, no scrub. Off speed. We're going to try and send it up into the bus stop. Oh, we're going to get this job done. We're not. Spoic tries, to get up on the inside of Simpkins. Simpkins in 8th, Spoic in 9th. Missouri down in 10th place now. Oh, Casquino now is in the front in 7th place. Paul Valesco, David Wilkinson's had another incident. Oh, David Wilkinson. Oh, is this with Paul Valesco coming down into the bus stop? You can see them side by side. There he is. Oh, Valesco and Wilkinson. Valesco just goes in too deep and goes into the side of David Wilkinson, who's managed to keep it going. As you see it up in front, Ruiz here having a battle with Grigic. Grigic gets him this time as they go into Lacombe. They are going to be swapping positions backwards and forwards all the while here. Within this pack, there is Hanoi and Breton and Tolman and our very own Swiss driver. Number 82 is Dennis. I just don't want to try and pronounce his surname. I'm just going to end up ruining it. I don't want to do that. Oh, there's been a big one. There's been a big one. Casquino's been involved. Simpkins has been involved. Oh, Casquino goes round. Oh, at Ravage. Oh! Oh, Damien G does well. He avoids that. Oh, man. That is going to look absolutely epic from Damien G's roll bar. As we're coming down now, we can see the chaos in front of us. Oh, Casquino's gone round. Let's see how Damien G reacts. There he is. Which way does he go? He goes left. He goes right. Oh, that's 2 more positions for our very own Damien G, who's now up into 9th place. Wow, there is some absolutely epic actions. We go back to the leaders now. Dennis and Tolman having this battle. There you can see on the left-hand side, there is Sandro Capella. He's not in the battle for first, but unfortunately for Mr. Capella, he is nearly a lap down. So poor Mr. Capella there, not doing well at the moment. Hanoi is there with Braden, and so is this battle of Grigic and Ruiz. Now further back, you can see Spoic and Mazurek having an absolute epic scrap. You can see there are little pockets of battles. As I bring up the track map on the right-hand side for you, you've got the middle, you've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then you've got 5, 6. Then you've got 7, 8. Then you've got 9 of our very own Damien G. He's got David Rolliston in the Moving Matters car, absolutely closing him down. We're on lap 5 and we've still got 20 minutes to go. And Damien G is currently up 9 places from where he started. Now here is the gains on the left-hand side. You can see there, G is the highest gainer of the race. Spoic and Mazurek are swapping places. Mazurek this time goes out in front from Spoic. But Damien G has done an absolute stellar job, is up in 9 places. Spoic in 5. Mazurek in 4, up for 1. He's in now in 7th. Rolliston's up 4. Edmund's up 5. Valesco's up 3. You can see him there. That is some big gains there for these guys on track. Now Mazurek and Ruiz have dropped back a little bit. There is Grigic. There is Ruiz. He's opened up about 0.4 seconds. I'm keeping the eye on the leaders because they are separated by less than a second currently. So here is Mr. Dennis and Tolman, and there is Hanoi and Bratton. They are having this absolutely epic scrap live from Spa. Don't forget, guys, as well, you can hit that follow, hit that subscribe, hit that like, and turn on the bells for notifications, because when we are live, this is going to be absolutely incredible. Damien G, our pin-up boy, is he really? Oh, I'll tell you what. Looking at his photo there, Cole, I'm not going to be lying, with the shades and a nice hair done. I can see what you mean. But he's under attack from Rolliston at the moment. Hanoi and Bratton, the front 4 stayed as they are. Grigic and Mazurek stayed as they are as well. Look at this. 2 banks of 2, says Noah as they go into the arc here at the La Source in Spa. Obviously, they're not going into the arc, but they are going 2 by 2. Dennis, Tolman, Hanoi, Bratton, Grigic, and Ruiz. It's going to be a draft here. There is going to be a draft with Mr. Tolman. I can feel it now. Let's stay on board with him as we go on board with his Red Bull liveried helmet. 6th gear now. We've got Mr. Dennis in front of him as we go right. We're going to be looking at trying to pull out and make the move into Lacombe. Are we going to make this side by side? Is there going to be room left now? They're 2 by 2. Hanoi's getting involved. Hanoi's trying to stick his nose in. So is Bratton. Look at this battle. 4 cars, 4 radicals, 4 exceptional skilled drivers. Taking it down into Rivage now. Hanoi's on the outside of Dennis. Oh, I thought he was going to make that stick. He didn't. Tolman come out on top. Dennis managed to hold on to 2nd place. But Hanoi there in 3rd and Bratton 4th are having this absolute incredible scrap at the front of this field. I am going to pop down here to the Missouri Spoic battle. Look at these guys currently here within literally 0.28 of a second of each other on track now. Absolutely incredible as they're heading down into Fanier. They're going to go left now. They're going to come down in the Stablo. We're going to go right. Double right-hander, don't forget. So we've got 1 turn. Then we've got another one where we're on the throttle all the time. Down Blanchimont we go. Is this going to be a move with Resurrect now? Pulling up the back end. We see Spoic in front of her. Spoic takes the left-hand side. We're tucked in right behind him. The weather's coming in. See it on there. It's getting darker and darker as we're coming down into the bus stop chicane. What is Missouri going to do? Oh, he backed right off. He backed well off there and unfortunately didn't make that stick. Looked like he didn't go for the inside line. He settled back and was doing his thing and maybe might look at trying to get him as they come down through the El Rouge Radion Blanchimont section, because that is an important section. I think anybody who drives here will be able to tell you that El Rouge, Radion and Camel are some of this most important section on track. You can see Tolman here in front, Dennis on the outside. He's going to take it too wide into Lacombe. Dennis in the orange there with a blue roll bar. Gets the job done. That is a pass again. Further back, see Bratton and Hanoi did not swap positions, but here is work. Missouri and Spoic side by side going down into Lacombe. Missouri getting the job done further back. I want to have a look now. There's David Wilkinson. There is Mr. Rolliston. Mark Edmonds trying to get in on the mix, and Paul Valesco there, who's not had a good race so far, sitting in 12th place. Our very own Damien G is down in 13th, and there's a reason. There is a reason why Mr. G is down in 13th. He's got David Wilkinson coming down into the bus stop. Oh, he overshoots. He overshoots. Gets on the brakes. Waits. Oh, Damien G. He was doing such a stellar job in that 9th position and is now down in 13th place. Oh, we'll have to see what Damien G can do now. But look at this front 4 battle, all within half a second of each other, going down the back of Blanchimont. Ruiz there now has got a nice little cushion. Back to Missouri, because Missouri has got Spoic. These guys have been involved. Grigic has had an incident, but we'll follow that down. We'll have a look back at that very shortly. As we're coming down into the bus stop now, here is Spoic. He's going to take the inside line. Is he going to send it? He isn't. He isn't going to send it. Let's have a look back at the Grigic crash. Marin Grigic there. Oh! Oh, was that Alphonse Ruiz? It was. Oh, that is going to be one of these ones. I've got to have a look. Oh, I love this new cam, Cole. Thank you very much for this. He goes round. Look at the avoidance. Oh! Alphonse Ruiz. Absolute stellar job. But look at this. Look at this. They're 2 by 2. They're 2 by 2. Oh, going down into Lacombe. Hanoi and Braddon Literally less, this whole 4. 0.27, 0.35, 0.35. That's not even a second gap. It's not even a second gap, and we've still got just under 14 minutes remaining. And they're not even a second apart. This is absolutely incredible. There's nice little pockets of gaps further back. Martin Spoick and Griegic are still swapping backwards and forwards. There is Mark Edmonds. He's going side by side. Oh, with Paul Velasco. Paul Velasco just goes through on him. Absolutely incredible. David Rolliston is climbing all over the back of Mr. Wilkinson. As these guys are coming down into Pouan now. Is he going to make his move? He's not going to make it there. I'm keeping an eye on the leaders. Marco Tolman there just showing up red. If they do flush up red, it just means they've taken a off track. Okay, so that will on the left hand side. You can see there, little touch from Mark Edmonds. He's gone and had a little bit of a little off track. No real dramas. But Rolliston and Wilkinson less than 0.3 seconds apart. Yeah, Ruiz was lucky, I'm not going to lie. He managed to avoid that. Absolutely incredible. Tolman, Hanoi, Dennis and Bratton are still the front 4. Oh, Bratton's just gone past Hanoi. Oh, they're not gone past yet. They're running 2 again. Bratton on the inside. Hanoi on the outside. Car number 19 is Bratton. 52 is Hanoi. As they go through El Rouge and Radion. Dennis further forward. Look at that. Marco Tolman. Oh, they're going to take it too wide. Oh, they're going to go too. Just don't begs the 2. Oh, Dennis gets the job done at the base of El Rouge. Running up through Radion. Oh, Hanoi's gone out. Oh, no. Eric Hanoi. Oh, there's Ruiz. Oh, no. Poor Eric Hanoi. Oh, no, sir. Let's go on. He got a better speed exit up here from Tolman. And, oh, it just goes into the back of him. Oh, Eric Hanoi just carried so much more speed than this man Tolman and just could not stop that Radical from taking the contact. And he's put himself in the wall. Don't get me wrong, he's still sitting in 5th place. Oh, but he's got to be sitting in the car. He carried so much more speed than Tolman there. Absolutely so gutted for Mr. Hanoi. Ruiz went past him. Simpkins has gone past Roggenbuck. Let's have a look back and see how that happened. Down through Camel we go. That was a bit of a weird one, wasn't it? It looked like Roggenbuck just lifted and allowed Simpkins through. Very strange. I'm not quite sure I would have been as accommodating. Maybe. Oh, Tolman's gone round now. Oh, Tolman's gone round into La Source. Oh, poor Mr. Tolman. He's gone round. He's dropped out of this front 2, and it's now Dennis and Bratton. Oh, here we go. Here, look at this. This is Rolliston, Wilkinson, Velasco, and Edmonds. All involved in this battle. This is the battle for 9th place. Wilkinson takes it there. He's in 8th. Oh, he's gone in deep. Oh, he's gone in deep. That's allowed Rolliston through. Wilkinson on the right-hand side in the Sunico KL. Rolliston in the moving matters. Up the hill through El Rouge and Radion we go. This is going to be down into Lacombe. You can see it now. The Velasco's going to pick up the toe. Is he going to try and get both? Is he going to get both? Is Velasco going to be making a move? He's trying to send it out the inside of one. He's gone. Is he going to go again? Is he going to? No, he's not. He's not. Oh, poor Velasco. I thought was going to make that move and go twice then, and he didn't. So Paul Valesco now is up into 9th, ahead behind David Rolliston in 8th. Wilkinson in 10th and Edmonds down in 11th place. Slow-mo for P2, you reckon? David Rolliston is out in 8th place. Marin Grigic is about 2.4 seconds up the road. Dennis is here, he's cleared off, he's going down Blanchimont, he's opened up a bit of a gap to Mr. Braddon. Last lap 2:13.04, 2:13.69 for Braddon. Braddon's closing the gap, 0.6, he's come down from 0.9. Can these guys hold it on track? We've got about just over, under 8 minutes remaining. So we're crossing the line now. So if quick maths, 2, 4, 6, about another 3.5, 4 laps, maybe just about. So let's see what happens with this front battle. Look at this pocket in the middle here. Paul Valesco, David Rolliston, David Wilkinson, Mark Edmonds, they're all having this battle. Damien G's a little bit further back. He's about 4.5 seconds. But if he can keep up what he's doing, there's a good chance there he might get involved. But however, he's got Koskino right up the back of him in 13th. So that's going to be an interesting battle to see. Oh, Mr. Wilkinson there with a massive tank slapper. Is Mark Edmonds going to take this opportunity? As they head up through Al Rouge and Radion we go. Up over the hill, you can see the carry speed difference there. Edmonds tucks in now, he's going to be looking at making that move. We're up all in 6th gear, we're closing like an absolute banshee. Over Mr. Wilkinson on the left-hand side. Further up, Valesco's trying to make the move on Rolliston. Oh, I thought he was going to peak, he didn't peak. And that, unfortunately for David Wilkinson, has put Mark Edmonds up into 10th place. Further up front now, Bratton has closed the gap down. They've gone down. Come down from 0.6 of a second. We're now 0.2. As the leaders are coming through Fanier, we're going to go right, we're going to go left, and then we're going to get on the throttle up over the hill. We're going to give it a little dab. Down we go now, let the car settle on the throttle right about now. And we're going to full throttle this Blanchimont section here on board this Radical. And it's full bore down into the bus stop we go. So let's see what Bratton can do. He did a 2:12.23, the fastest lap of the race, last lap. And with just over 5 minutes remaining, is he going to make the move? He's going to send it out the inside. Here comes Bratton. Oh, they're going to be, oh, are they? No, they're not. Oh, no, Bratton gets a slide on. Can he keep it now? This is the thing. This is going to be the problem now for Dennis in P1, because he knows he's got the Al Rouge Radion Camel Straight section to go, and all Bratton's really got to do is stay within this 0.6 gap, and he's going to be picking the toe up. He's already picking it up, 0.5. He's gone down under half a second. Up we go on board. Look at the gap. It's coming down. 0.3, 0.27, 0.24, 2, under 1.7. Are we going to get enough? Are we going to carry her enough? Are we going to carry enough? Bratton now. Look at it going up the inside here. Oh, Bratton with a massive, gets a massive correct in the middle. Doesn't quite stop the car this time. He manages to get it. Didn't quite make the overtake, sorry. Oh, Hugh Simpkins has been involved in an incident. This is coming down in the bus stop chicane, and so is Roggenbuck. I can see this going now. Too much power. Yep. Too much power, too early. What happened here? Because this happened not long after. So we'll follow this through with Alex Roggenbuck coming down into La Source. Oh, he gets a slide on and literally stops the Radical before it hits the wall. But look at this. Hanoi now, after his incident up through Al Rouge and Radion, is trying to get onto the back of Francesco Koskino. Coming down now, these guys are going around Pouon. Eric Hanoi was obviously up into the lead group, who's currently up in third, was involved in an incident with Marco Tolman up on the base, literally on the hill of El Rouge. Top of the hill, literally just as you go into the Radion section before you go into Kemmel Straight. Eric Hanoi carried far, well, I didn't say he carried far too much speed, he carried so much more speed than Marco Tolman. And unfortunately, when he got over the top of the hill, Tolman was literally in front of him. Hanoi did his best to try and avoid it, but unfortunately there was contact that put Hanoi in the wall. In that got very badly battered Radical at the time, but they're running 2x2 now. Is he going to make the move? Good, Koskino going into the bus stop. Here we go, Hanoi on the left, Koskino on the right. Are they going to run too wide? Oh, no, they're not. They're not running too wide, and that is job done for Mr. Hanoi. But look at this. Bratton now, here we go. We're going to go again. We're going to have another bite at the cherry. There we go. That is Bratton into P1 now. And that, I figured out his name is Kyriakopoulos. Kyriakopoulos. Oh, Dennis, I'm sorry. Kyriakopoulos there, and Eric Hanoi passed Francisco Koskino, which we saw on track. Bratton passed Kyriakopoulos. Got it now. I'm there. It took me a while. Hanoi now all over the back of our very own Mr. Damien G. Pin-up boy going into Lacombe. Job done. Eric Hanoi is making moves, and he is doing it on lap 13 of this Spa-Francorchamps circuit, and he's now got himself back into 12th position. Eric Hanoi doing an absolute stellar job here. Spoick has got Mazurek in front. He's got Grigic behind. He's trying to get himself up. He's about 6 seconds. It's a big ask for Martin Spoick here, because I'm not going to lie, 6 seconds is a long way. However, Bratton and Mr. Kyriakopoulos coming down into the bus stop. Bratton on the left, car number 19. Kyriakopoulos 82 gets the job done. Bratton's going to look at trying to come back again. This is white flag lap here in the first FBL round 1 sprint from Spa-Francorchamps. Now, if I was Mr. Bratton, I would sit there and I would wait, and I would literally Verstappen and Leclerc him like they did. Hit the brakes. You are not going to get past me. I want that run up through our Rouge and Radion. There's no DRS in the Radicals. However, the draft is huge. And here we go. Let's see how this materializes now with Ola Bratton. He's made the move early. Did he want to go that early? Oh, would you have gone that early? Side by side going down into Lacombe now. Bratton on the left, Kyriakopoulos on the right. This is it. This is all Kyriakopoulos has got to do. If he can defend this, Bratton's going to have to take it around the outside. He didn't make it. I think he went out too early. Just rolls off the tongue, James. It does now. It does now when I sit there and actually work out what he actually said. Just Mr. Wynn, don't do this to me. It rolls up now when I sit there. I was like, Kyriakopoulos. Got it. Right. What is Mr. Bratton going to do? They're coming down into Pouon. His next run is down Blanchimont, and that is it. He went far too early. And I don't normally say that he went out early, but he did go out very, very early off that camel, and he didn't get the draft that gave him that shot of giving that straight line speed. But we're watching them now as these guys come into Fagnier. They're going to go left now. Then they're going to go right. Then they're on the gas. This is it. This is it. This is the final place that Bratton can make his move. And it is down here. It is down through Blanchimont, and there's no other options for him. He's got to either send it so far. If Kyriakopoulos defends the outside, Bratton's got can hold the outside line. He's gone. He's on the inside. This is going down last corner, last lap of Spa. Oh, he got his nose chopped off. Oh, Mr. Kyriakopoulos is going to take the checkered flag in round 1 with Bratton in second, Tolman in third. Ruiz in 4th. Missouri in 5th. Grigic will be there in 6th, I think. Him and Spoick. Spoick's going to try and send it around the outside in the bus stop. Oh, Grigic's gone in too far. This is going to be a run down to the line. Spoick on the right. Grigic on the left. Who's going to take it? Oh, it's Grigic by nothing. Oh, Grigic, absolutely nothing. Further back there is Eric Hanoi, battled all the way back to 10th. David Rolliston comes across the line in 11th place. David Wilkinson 12th. Damien G got back up to 13th. Casquino in 14th. Hugh Simpkins in 15th. Ruggerbuck there in 16th place. And our very own Sandra Capella is down in 17th place. There. So, Sandra Capella is doing his job in 17th place. 17th place. He's finishing admirably. Is our very own Sandra Capella. David Walters has gone across the line after being on pole. He's down 17 places in 18th. Mr. Capella there coming around the chicane for the final time. Has not had a good race. And unfortunately for him, comes across the line in 17th place. Poor Sandro. Right, guys, we've got Marco Tolman is waiting in the booth for us, so we will do you the results first of the race. Here we are, of round 1 from Spa. Kyriakopoulos in first place, Ola Bratton in 2nd, Marco Tolman in 3rd. Alphonse Ruiz in 4th, Piotr Mazurek in 5th place, Marin Grigic 6th, Martin Spoick in 7th, Paul Velasco in 8th, Mark Edmonds in 9th, Eric Hanoi in 10th, David Rolliston there did 11th place, David Wilkinson down in 12th, Damien G in 13th after getting all the way to 9th and then finishing in 13th. It's such a shame for Damien G. Francesco Casquino in 14th, Hugh Simpkins in 15th, Alex Ruggerbuck in 16th, Sandra Capella 17th, David Waters 18th, and Graham Brown in 19th place. 12 laps down after his incident there on track. So there you go. That rounds out tonight's racing. Now we've got Marco Tolman, who finished an absolute stunning 3rd place. So let's bring Marco into the booth. Mr. Tolman, how are you, sir? Marco? Marco? Okay. No response from Marco Tolman. We'll give him a minute and see if we can get some voice chat from him here. Marco? And we'll see if we can get interviews with the top 3 and see what we can get from the guys this evening. Let's bring in Ola Bratton. He is sitting here for us. Good evening, Mr. Ola. How are you?
Good evening. I'm fine, thanks.
Good.
Very happy with the race.
Yeah, you had an absolute epic battle.
It was very exciting. I was struggling in fourth for a while there, but well, Eric was unfortunate, and I got my 2nd place after a while. But Dennis was too strong.
Yeah. Now, me sitting in the booth. Obviously, I'm not in the car, so you know, different, obviously, viewpoint, different opinion, different everything, basically, different feelings. The whole thing. Do you think though that you may have pulled out a little bit early on the last lap on Kemmel? Because I thought you would have got it down to Kemmel, but you come out very early. What was your thinking behind that one?
Yeah, spot on. I could have lifted a little bit up Eau Rouge, but well, I was a bit surprised that Dennis lost that much speed up there. So I actually thought I had it, well, the other thing is that Dennis is really strong into the chicanes. So he did leave me place, but not enough for me to feel comfortable fighting in it. So I backed off instead of losing it.
Now he come across you quite hard in the final chicane, didn't he? There wasn't a lot of love left.
Well, if both of us were more to the left on the track before we start turning, it would be enough space. But I was a little bit into the middle of the track, so that doesn't give me the room I need with the angle I come in with. So that's
Yeah.
it. He did his best. I tried, but it wasn't enough room for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, to be fair, Eric Hanoi was so unlucky. So unlucky. He carried so much more speed. I don't know if you saw. You obviously saw the incident because at the time you were behind him. He carried
Yes, I
so
was.
much more speed than Marco Tolman in front, and unfortunately, just coming to the back end of him. You know, did you sit there
Yeah,
thinking, I was lucky I avoided that one because that could have been a lot worse?
yeah, definitely. I was very close to going left to Eric, so that would have gone south real fast. But it looked like that Eric thought that Marco had more speed than he had, so he
Hmm.
caught up to him too fast, and well, unfortunately he lost it. So
Yeah, unfortunately for him, he did, but fortunately for you, of course, you know.
yeah, most definitely, most definitely.
Let's not forget. Now, next week we're at Circuit Zolder. What is the plan? Are you going out practicing straight away, or are you gonna sit and chill for a minute?
Well, I have to. That's not a strong track for me. This one is, so I'm not expecting the same results next weekend. But I'm gonna put some hours in, and
Mm.
I'll try my best at least.
Okay, well that's absolutely amazing. Well, Ola, I'm gonna let you go, and thank you so much for joining me in the booth this evening.
Thank you for having me.
Right, guys, we're going to try and get our leader, our winner of the race in here now. So, Dennis, how are you, young sir?
Hello, everyone. I'm really well, thank you.
You're very good. Now, Dennis, that was an absolute epic battle through the front four with you, Marco Tolman, Ola Bratton, and of course Eric Hanoi, until he was so unfortunately come and had the incident with Marco there. Now, I've got to ask you, sir, just first off, because if you watch the broadcast back, you'll be like, what is James doing? How do you pronounce your surname?
Hello, my surname is Kyriakopoulos.
Kyriakopoulos. I did get it right towards the end of the race, young sir. So if you're wondering why you called Dennis all the way through, that's because I didn't want to, unfortunately, butcher your surname. Now, back to the
it's
racing.
okay, I'm used to it.
we try. You know, English commentators and these very complicated names don't always go together. I've got to be honest. So there you go.
Don't worry.
Dennis, now you had an absolutely epic battle. First place. You know, happy?
Oh, very happy and a lot of sweating.
Do you feel you survived the last lap though? Because that was kind of Ola's chance, wasn't it, to get past you going up through El Rouge and Radion. Now I've just spoken to him and said I thought he pulled out a little bit too early because he could have lifted off and just tucked in behind you. You know, did you have moments of doubt that you were going to hold the lead at that point?
I was thinking to let him by in the previous lap so that I could have the draft for me in the last lap. But then I was like, no, I'm gonna try and hold him off. And as we can see, it paid off.
Yeah, absolutely did. And as I say, I think the fact that Ola carried a few more kilometers an hour than yourself going up the hill, and he made him come out early. I don't know if you intentionally lifted, but whatever happened, but obviously it made him come out early, which obviously stopped that draft that he would have had on you, you know, because that's a strong draft down that back straight.
Yeah, James, you're right. In fact, my mistake was already from before. Turn one was not very good from me, and he took a really good turn one. And I saw him really close in Radillon, and I thought that it would play in my favor, and it did. So that's great.
Well, there you go, Dennis. Now we've just spoken to, as you say, with Ola, and he's going to go out and practice Circuit Zolder. He said it's not a strong track. He's not expecting the same results next Friday as yourself. What do you think is, you know, are you going out practicing?
Sure, of course. I love this track and I enjoy practicing there. So for me, I put in the work, to be honest. Yeah.
Right. So are we expecting a Mr. Kyriakopoulos? See, got it right. Another victory next week.
I'm gonna try.
You're going to try.
Of course.
That's all I want sat here in the booth, young sir, is for you to try. So thank you very much for joining us there, Dennis. And I'm going to go and get in Mr. Marco Tolman and have a chat with him. But thank you so much for joining us this evening, and congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, James. Thank you for the broadcast.
No worries. You take care. Right, we're going to bring in Marco Tolman, who will be the round of our top 3. Marco, can you hear me now?
I can, yes. Sorry, I could hear you before as well, but my mic was not configured correctly. But I fixed it.
Oh, okay, cool. You can hear me now. That is absolutely amazing. Sir, not a bad race for you. You know, are you happy?
I'm pretty happy, yeah. It's too bad I made the mistake at the chicane and spun there. Once I lost the draft, there was no way getting back. You know, Dennis and Ola were really quick, so.
Yeah,
but I'm happy with 3rd place.
It's a tough one when the drivers are quick in front of you, and they are obviously drafting each other, and you haven't got anyone. You know,
exactly.
And they're not going slow. They were going around in middle 213s. You know, you were doing the 213s 5, so you were pulling out bits on them. But just as you say, without the draft, it's so tough with fast drivers in front.
Yeah, absolutely. I was hoping they would take each other out, but unfortunately, it didn't happen.
Hey, you nearly ended up going out with Mr. Hanoi.
Yeah, it was. I had to lift a little bit going up Radion because I was afraid I was going to hit Dennis because the two of us were approaching Radion at the same time. So I had to lift a little bit, but I think my difference in speed caught out Eric a little bit, and he had to brake really hard, and I think he even touched me slightly, and then he just went off. It was really unfortunate for him.
Yeah, there was some slight contact, we would call it, on the cockpit, the roll bar of Eric, to be honest. And literally, he closed on you so quick.
Yeah.
And he just tried to brake, and he just missed it. And I think there must have been a slight bit of contact, and unfortunately, he just went left and into the wall.
Yep.
But he managed to battle back from the back and damage to 10th place. So
Oh, that's awesome! Holy shit!
Yeah, fair play to him. So we're going on next week. Another Friday here, and we're going to be off at Zolder. What's your thoughts? Ola said it's not really his favourite track. Dennis is going to go out and do some practice. He says he really likes it. What's your perception on it?
It was on the iRacing schedule a week or 2 ago, I think. So I raced it quite a bit. I really enjoy that track. I think I'm reasonably quick. Definitely not the quickest. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's all. At the end of the day, that's all we ask, young sir. And I'm sure there'll be another epic scrap. Hopefully this time we can keep Mr. Hanoi on track all the way to the end, because I've you guys were 2 by 2. It was like watching the animals go into the ark at one point. It was absolutely incredible, coming down into Lacombe. So, what's the plans now, though? Are you sweating? Because Dennis has told me that he's done some serious sweating over the last half an hour.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely hot. Yep.
So, into the shower for you then, Mr. Marco Tolman.
Well, I live in Los Angeles. I still need to work, so I'm going back to work.
Oh, cool. Well, blimey. Well, enjoy the rest of your day at work, young sir. Thank you so much for joining me here in the booth. And
thanks for having me.
No worries at all. And I'll catch you next week at Circuit Zolder.
All right. Bye-bye.
Right. There you go, guys. That brings us up to... All right, Noah. That's what it was like, though, Mr. Win, wasn't it? 2 by 2 there. Absolutely incredible. Right, guys, that is it. That rounds out tonight's action. And as you can see, it's been an absolutely epic night of racing. Don't forget to join us on Sunday. Join us on Sunday for the endurance event. Now, this is going to be special. If you've never done the endurance event before, with an Radical, you should definitely come and check it out. Now, obviously, we have got 90 minutes in a Radical with pit stops. And I believe our very own Mr. Win is in this on Sunday, so you should definitely come and check it out. Now, where the session starts at 7 o'clock in the evening UK time. They've got about an hour and 15 minutes practice, so at about just past 8 o'clock, the broadcast will be live. Qualifying will be 15 minutes. Race length will be 1 hour and 30 minutes. Fast repairs, they are set to free. So they've got free fast repairs there as well. So come and join us for that one. But thank you to everybody that's joined me in chat this evening. Mr. Wynn for being here. David Harney. Bratton got, well, I wouldn't say he got that. Blimey. Let's not go there. Good job, Bratton. Team Slow-Mo. Yes, he finished in second place there. Absolutely incredible. So much love. Henning Og as well. Go, go, go. Hola, Slow-Mo. Yes, he is managed to finish on second. I'm sorry, I'm just catching up with chat. Unfortunately, I missed it all as you come in at the end. It was absolutely incredible. Thank you, James. Also broadcasting. No worries, Mr. Win there. But that's it, guys. That rounds out tonight's action. Catch us on Sunday here on the FBL YouTube channel. Don't forget, subscribe, like, turn on the bells for notifications, and leave a comment on the video who you think's gonna win the endurance event on Sunday, because most of these drivers are in the endurance event as well. So there you go. But guys, that's it from me. So all that's left for me to say now, guys, is take care, have a great weekend, and you never know, I might see you on the track sometime. Good night.